August 4th, 2021. I'm going to see Alexander James. In a little while, take the family. Linda and Lou are going to go with me and Antonucci to take the boys and Alexander for his birthday, being that he's Thomas Rhett, Thomasrhett, number 16, which is a song from a very special somebody who threw that out into the universe, which I greatly appreciate. I was listening to yesterday. So we're going to go to IHOP. Now, I saw a man yesterday about Benjamin's age in a light blue t-shirt with an alligator. And I'm like, what's that company that makes that? He goes, it's a very famous company. And I'm like, he said it was a very famous company. I go, no, I know, I've seen it 1,000 times. I was like, is that Izod? Izod? Because that's alligator. Gator is cat. Gator is gato. I'm the cat. Gator is gator. And that's word for cat is gato. So anyway, so I was outside. I was speaking to Cindy Barsali. She came to get some boxes. I thought it said Energy Worldwide, but it actually was spelled differently. EMER, either GYCY, something like that. Anyway, so I said to her on my way back, because I did one of my penance walks, I saw a Asian man in a red tank top with a baby carriage with a blue, almost like, I don't know, maybe a mask, a bonnet, a something or other, in the carriage, no kid, just walking down the street. I didn't say anything. And then then there was a girl behind me. I looked back to see if anybody else was noticing the carriage, because I'm like, I really don't know, in this human Main Street, who knows what. And then I looked, and there was a girl eating some kind of hot dog on a stick. So she got right behind me, and I said, let me ask you a question as she's eating. I'm like, did you see that guy with the carriage? I was like, did you notice there was no baby in it? And she goes, really? And again, I wasn't testing for human reaction because, I mean, whatever. I just wanted to know if she noticed it or not. And she goes, no, I didn't. She said, I do see, old ladies sometimes pushing around dolls. And I'm like, oh. I was like, no, that I haven't seen. I was like, but I have seen a couple of guys pushing baby carriages with no baby. And she's like, And I was like, but then again, I'm the lady who's walking with this gigantic green and black umbrella parasol on the promenade. I said, I do it for a very different reason. It's kind of a personal shrine, like I do it in solidarity and usually security quiet. And I walk up and down the street with it. I was like, several times a day. I was like, but it's more, I mean, we call it tracking and flagging. For a movement, meaning my own, in solid, quiet campaign. I was like, but then I know if I notice anything while I'm out there, but I do it so this way other people notice me, so if they know somebody who's in service, they could at least mention I was out, they saw a crazy lady or whatever they say, with an umbrella doing something. It's unusual, so usually that means there's something going on, just you might not know what. She's like, that's interesting, that makes sense. I was like, well, it's my only way of paying contribution to those that whatever keeps us safe in whatever area of service they work. I mean, I don't know any other way while I'm here. So she's like, that is interesting. So I just walked away, whatever. And I saw Cindy Barsali. And Cindy, I said, hey, Cindy. I was like, because she's much older than I am. I was like, I'm just curious. I was like, you went to public school or you went to school around here. I was like, how did they teach you to spell the word gray? And she's like, well, one's with a name and one's that you just spell the color. I'm like, right. I was like, but I never know which one's which. She's like, yeah, me neither. And I'm like, right. I'm like, okay. No, I just want to know if I'm the only one. I was like, because there's Grey, right? I was like, I would assume that would be Europe, like the way they spell it, because they're Europe. I was like, and then there's Gray, which is, I would assume America, but whatever. I was like, and then in our 20th century, I was like, they're speaking a lot of Spanish. I was like, and in Spanish, you spell gray, Gris. So it's another 4-letter word. And she's like, and I was like, yeah. I was like, but here's the thing. You've got South America has the Andes Mountains, an A for America. And then you've got Africa that's got the Atlas Mountains, another A. So that gets kind of confusing. I was like, at continents, consonants, and contents. I was like, so I really just stick with the Europe and America. And I was like, and I'll just go with the color. It's spelled Gris. So she's like, that actually makes sense. I was like, but didn't we tell our kids? I was like, not to spell, like, watch their 4-letter words. Right, yeah, they're like, they're like, well, don't you curse now. Don't you say those 4-letter words. Right, yeah, you humans do say that in my lifetime. That would be 19th century, year 78. Bayside Station, Bayside, New York being the state. And 11361. Since apparently there's a shiny penny somewhere in Yorkshire, England. Yeah, I'm the scuffed up penny in New York. I don't know, I'm not like, I'm scoffed at, I suppose. I'm not a shiny penny. I mean, I'm shiny, but not for the reasons that you all think copper shines. That would be like, what, something in Montana? I don't know. Anyway, continental divides and all. And then that would be Montagna. Happy 4th. It says it right there. Except this is August. Mon grand ami. JMG, I guess we'll go with at the moment. Since that was on his, it was on his engraving for some reason. When we were in Timeless, last I saw, that was engraved on his cuff on a white shirt that he was wearing. So this just goes into where I'm at the moment. This is what it feels like. I mean, it is just all crazy. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. And it's Century 20, year 21.